Greetings everyone, it's PXT here. Today I'm going to be explaining about M4A1 low mod and low mid mod again. But you might think that it's again, but no, I'm making some changes to the low mod, and also I'm showcasing how they're performing in the brand new shooting range, which is now farther. You can shoot like 150 meters or something, and there's also a brand new mod, low mid mod, which is a little bit upgrade from the low mod, which will make the gun easier to control and also a little bit more expensive. While it's not that much more, so it's also not bad. So make sure to check out my website for more gun modding video and like the text about it. You can take a look at the photos over there, and you can also subscribe to my channel and look at the playlist for more arena breakout content like this, and also ring the bell to be notified for the next video. And let's start today's video about M4A1 low mod and low mid mod testing and how the mod is. So let's start by the low mod. So let's enter the build. So the low mod build, you can see that I've updated for a bit. You can see it. So first thing first, you can choose your scope. You can use the M16 top and add a scope like 553 for example, or 818 Reflex. Is basically a one-time scope I recommend because it's cheaper. You can also do like multi-times, like 3 times solo for example. That'll cost you a little bit more, actually quite a lot. It's now like $10,000, so it's gonna cost you like 30,000 to do this. If you don't, you can still use just the M16. This, with the attachment of using this M4, you can actually have a scope that like this. You can see that you can aim using this. It's accurate enough that you can do it in like a close range and like 10 or 25 meters. It's enough to do it. And although there's like a new introduction of AR-15 barrel, but AR-15 barrel, except for the advantages of just ergonomics being a little bit higher, 7 higher actually. However, the accuracy and effective range will decrease way more, especially when we cannot control very well. Yeah, accuracy could help a little. And like M4 on this one, and the muzzle I still kept using AR Universe. However, if you want a little bit more, you can use this. It's at one higher vertical recoil control, which it's about like 700 more. It's not a lot more. It's very actually just like $1,000. It's fine. 1,000 coins is not a lot. You can see this using the AR. It's 300. It's only like 700 more. Come on, you're not gonna not make $700 if you're using this gun. The handguard again is just the same as before, because as you see, if I use the newly introduced AR-15 handguard, it's not gonna give me any more recoil control. However, for M16 long, it's not great, but at least it gives some kind of stats, not like no stats at all. So, and also like this is all the stuff are quite the same. The magazine, however, I recommend using Scar 30 shots, because in that case you can just keep this gun, especially with the stock. I use this AR int, which is mixed with a pistol grip, so it's one piece for all. Although there might be it might be like less ergonomics, however it would definitely be cheaper. It's only like not even 1,000 coins, and you get 6 and 9, comparing to like using like M16 or Gen 2. Although Gen 2 does give you 8 and 12 on the recoil, but however it is like 2 or like 3,000 sometimes nowadays, and you have to still purchase your pistol grip, which would be costing you somewhat like 4,000 coins or something. If you really want to save, you can use AR ints. It is quite cheap, not 1,000. yeah, usually it's like 700, 800, and that's pretty affordable. And with that, this gun actually is only like not 2 tiles height. Like you can keep it at 1 tile at the storage, which will be pretty damn good. So now let's actually go. Do we have any skin? Yeah, we do. We can use the skin so it looks a little better. Oh, actually no, just don't. Well, let's just go test it out. Is it saving? No, right. Okay, let's just go. Alright. So this gun, without like the high precision scope, you pretty much just fight in like the closer distance to like up to like 30 meters or something. I recommend not using T1 ammos. HP ammo is okay. Yeah, you can see it's still kills pretty quickly, although it's one of the lowest damage ammos of like the HP or like the Dum Dum series. I'm using the T4 to start it. Okay, actually it's just T3. Because this gun, I recommend you guys to use it in like the operation zone and also like lockdown if you're in like somewhat budget and you want to still try it out. So like you just like use this, and the setup will be like this, and HP ammo. Yes, pretty quick. Moving target? Oh, a little bit harder to hit. It's a little harder to hit. That's just not infinite to shoot the moving target. Oh, barely. I barely got it. Barely. Okay. However, you can also use the T2 ammos. Shooting T3 armor is a little bit hard due to like its low numbers in like the T2. It's only like 21 or 22 in penetration, which is not very ideal for shooting through like T3 armors. It's not the easiest way to doing it. You can see, yeah, it's pretty damn hard. So I actually recommend you guys to use 855. That would be actually better because it goes through T3 easily, just easily. Okay, that might not be. I'm just aimlessly. Yes, you see. That's a 25 meters. Here, 25 or 30, I think. Like in like few shots, it definitely penetrates T3 easily. It's very far. This is very far. It's still killed. However, using T3 for T4 is actually better than T2 for T3. As you can see now, I'm gonna try it out. Let's use one with full coverage. 56. Yeah. Because of like the number of M855 is actually quite high. I thought, yeah, I think it is like 34, so it's quite high comparing to like the only like 1 or 2 more than the 20 penetration of FMJ. Yeah, it's definitely way better. However, the recoil of course is not very good. Close distance, no problem. It's just like 60 something. The vertical recoil is like 60 something. However, this gun is a little fast, so it might get out of control. So in close distance, you can use full auto. If you're shooting a little further, you can use something like this. Like in the burst, like M16, but faster burst. So you can reposition yourself to like the chest and the head, or like the legs if you want to. Use HP ammos. So it's more damage. You can do more damage and kill someone easily. In an easier way. Okay, yeah, shooting at T4 armor with T3 ammos is definitely not one of the best ways to use AP ammo. For example, it's really easy to kill. Or like A1 nowadays, it's still easy. Just a few shots. So that's about the low mod. Let's get into the modding again, and this is going to be the low mid mod. this is the low mid mod. So I used the int 2. It have 10 and 15 on the recoil and 5 on the ergonomics, although not as much as you actually having a pistol grip. However, it's definitely more control than just having the Gen 2 core. And I used one of them. AR-15, yes. This low mid mod, I used the AR-15, which is quite higher. You can see it's like 2 higher than just universal. So the AR-15 is quite usually used for like this kind of mod. And the barrels and the handguards actually haven't changed. It's still the old thing. I'm going to use a scope here to be shooting easier. So if you're using this mod, it's like 45,000. Mainly because of the scope. If you don't use the high time scope, it probably is not going to be that expensive. Yeah, it's like 16k nowadays. It's quite a lot more expensive. Yeah, let's use this one. Let's test it out. Alright, okay, so this mod I recommend using M855 in lockdown, or you can use it at operation if you just want to spend your money. Okay, that's a little bit hard time killing using 855, killing a T4. So this gun mod, actually your vertical recoil will actually reach 50. I mean, not 50, it's 70. And 50 on the horizontal. So it's like an MP5 base recoil. It's not that bad. Okay, I don't know how it's not killing it. You can use A1 as well if the price is to you is fine. Far distance, how far is that? Oh, actually it's like 100 meters. Okay. Okay, this is not easy. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, you shall not like shoot that far. This is too far. Like here. Just shoot this one. Yeah, A1 ammo is definitely easier. Yeah, A1 ammo. You can see. In that close range, it's rather stable because of 70. If you have tried the MP5 in close range, you know how stable it is. For especially just base mod, it does the thing. It half the amounts. It is stable enough. You can see that how stable is it in close range. Even for like further range, it's not going to be too bad. Not the worst. Although that it will bounce up quite a bit. Not a little bit, it's quite some bouncing. So for like the further distance, bursts is definitely recommended. For like close ranges, full on auto is absolutely fine. It's absolutely just fine, man. Oh, this very quickly. Powerful enough. Alright. Oh, come on. Yeah, my aim isn't the best. Come on. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was embarrassing, but yeah, that's kind of how this 2 mod is. So let's exit and finish today's video. So basically, the low mod is very cheap. It's like 20 something thousand. And like for the low mid mod, it's like 30 something thousand. If you want a better scope, it's like 40 something. And yeah, for the close range, it's definitely controllable recoil. So I do kind of mildly recommend. It's not the best gun in the world, but it's definitely cost effective enough that I will recommend yourself to like try it out a little bit in like the operation zone or like the lockdown zone. So that's all for today's video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, leave a like. If you don't like it, just dislike. It's fine. And just click the subscribe, share the video, and like ring the bell to get notified for the next video. So that's all for today. I'll see you later.